Do you really need all these motivational channels to get yourself motivated when you can do that yourself? Or is it really essential to get yourself up and get things done when you could easily lie down on your bed and get some rest? It's easy to want a future where you have everything laid out and ready for you. The hard work has been done so that when it's time, we just need to take the perfect opportunity without any effort at all. That sounds nice in theory, but what about now? For those who get up and do things on their own despite how difficult they may be, well done. For the rest of you, come here and let me help you to get the same compliment. Unfortunately, despite your sheer efforts and passion for something, you often lose the determination to get it to the end. Why is that? Whether you are planning to lose weight or start a business, you need to know why it's important to start. If you want to lose weight, for example, because your doctor told you that you're overweight, and if he tells you that being overweight could lead to other health problems in the future, then there's a good reason. On the other hand, perhaps you just want to look good at the beach. Whatever it is that you need motivation for, it can be achieved with the proper methods. Hello and welcome to another Psychology Shark video. In this video, I'll share with you 8 ways that will boost your motivation. I'm also going to tell you how you can also use it to your advantage. Number 8, book reading. Reading is one of the best ways to stimulate your mind. It allows you to learn new things and also helps you stay informed about what's happening in the world. One of the best things about reading is that it can be done without any effort at all. You don't have to go anywhere or do anything special to prepare for it. It doesn't matter what type of book it is as long as you read it and you learn something from it. Reading also allows you to use your imagination and think outside the box. When you begin reading a certain book, it's very likely that something inside your head will start making connections between everything that you've experienced in the past and what you're currently reading. If you think of any of the successful people in your life or great minds in the world, you'll see that most of them are avid readers. They didn't just read for the sake of reading. They read many different books about different topics and then used what they learned to their advantage. You can do the same thing if you want to succeed in your life, regardless of what it is that you're doing with it. Make sure to keep a list of books that you want to read and that you look forward to it. This will help you stay motivated with your readings and make sure that you don't forget about them until it's too late. Number 7, choose your role models. Do you know what the most effective way to become successful is? By studying other successful people. Some may argue that success is only a matter of luck, but luck only gets you so far. If you want to be successful, you have to be willing to learn and do everything that successful people do. The best way to find out what they did is by studying them. All of us know about some national heroes, some personalities, and some great leaders who inspired most of us in some way. You may have a different life philosophy than they do, but you can still learn from their struggles and journeys. You have to take advantage of everything that you know about them and put it into practice. These role models don't always have to be people who are alive in the flesh. You can also choose historical figures that you admire and learn from their journey. These role models will help light a fire within your soul, which is exactly what you need. They were just like us, with imperfections, shortcomings, and decisions to make that we too might not have in our own lives. If ever doubt bothers your motivation or determination, then look for inspiration by following these people's examples. When doubt settles in, it can be vicious and it can even cause imposter syndrome. For more on that, make sure to subscribe to this channel and stay tuned for our upcoming video on how to overcome imposter syndrome for good. On to the next one. Number 6, destroy your fears. Successful people don't live their lives with fear of the future. They live with purpose and determination. Not everybody is able to do that. If you want to make your life better, or if you just have dreams that you'd rather not give up on, then you need to work on overcoming your fears and doubts. Learn how to see the bigger picture in front of your eyes instead of focusing on what's behind you. Fear will only hold you back and keep you from becoming the person you want to be or doing the things that you want to do. It's only natural for us to have some healthy fear and anxiety, but it doesn't mean that we should let its power stop us in our tracks. Don't focus on what could possibly go wrong with your goal. Instead, keep focusing on what could go right. Make sure to get this point clear. Successful people are not fearless, but they do know how to face the fears that come their way, and they're able to transform them into something more positive. They have mastered the art of living with fear. Next up, number 5, find your trigger. We all have powerful drives that make us act. Some we all have in common, and some others are different from everyone. If you know what makes you and keeps you motivated, then it's time to use it. If the thought of seeing your success in the future is not enough for motivation, then think about what could happen if your goal or dream never comes true. For example, if you want to lose weight but keep eating unhealthy foods, then the thought of diabetes could be a trigger that will make you stop and think twice about what it is that you're doing. A lot of times we have to find our own motivation, so it might work differently for everyone. Find your own triggers and use them wisely because they are one of the most powerful tools in one's arsenal. For some people, a powerful trigger can be music or maybe working out. You have to start becoming aware of what that trigger is for you and what the common denominator to your best performances is. It's time to move on to the next one. Number 4, visualize your goal. Believe in what you're doing by seeing your goal as a reality. If it's something that you have wanted for a long time, then imagine yourself achieving it already and feel how great you'll feel when you do reach your end goal. This is not easy and takes a lot of discipline. That's why most people don't do it. They just want the results without all the work and struggle that comes with it. But remember, nothing in this world worth having is easy to get. We're all going to have to sweat for what we want. It keeps us humble and appreciative of the things we have. If you want visual proof, then make sure to subscribe today and stay tuned for our upcoming video on how to use visualization properly. It's the #1 method that a lot of successful people follow. One way that I like to visualize my goals is by projecting myself a year from now. This allows me to remove all the noise around me and actually feel my goal. What will it feel like a year from now when I've done all the work and I'm that much closer to living my best life? The next one I'm going to share is another powerful tool that can help with motivation, especially if you're a person that gets easily distracted. Number 3, chunking down and do one thing at a time. Do one thing at a time and focus on it completely until it's done. You can't do 2 things at the same time and expect to get the best results from both of them. All great athletes know this, as well as many successful people in various fields. When I'm writing, I put all distractions off to the side and focus only on the article that is in front of me. It's this way of working that allows me to get things done much faster and better than just having tons of articles half done or without any material at all. But doesn't multitasking help? There are some people that can do it, but most of the time they sacrifice speed for quality, and if you're someone who is looking to progress fast without a lot of mistakes, then you should avoid multitasking. So what's next on this list? Chunking down. It's always difficult to perform longer tasks as opposed to the smaller ones. It's the same for everyone. When it requires less activation energy, you're more likely to do it. One famous example is Netflix. Remove the batteries from your controller and toss them somewhere that's hard to access, and you'll really have to think twice before binge watching shows for hours. If you're someone who is having a hard time finishing your tasks, then this method can be very useful in being more productive and actually getting stuff done without procrastinating as much. And now, we're going to move on to the last of our top 8 ways that can make you motivated and help you sustain your motivation for hours. Number 2, find a good support group. If you have other social media accounts, join communities and follow people related to your interests and interact with people who are also interested in the same topics as you are. It can help you a lot if you're able to discuss things freely and share ideas with others without judgment from anyone else but yourself. It's no secret that you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with, so make sure that you spend time with people who are positive, don't doubt themselves, but most importantly, with people who share qualities that you aspire to have. Consider this a life hack. Number 1, reward yourself. Lastly, let's talk about rewards and how they can be used to improve your motivation in a lot of ways. If you use this method properly, then it will help you reach your goal faster than doing it the old-fashioned way. It's something that I personally do as well as many successful people. You can use this technique whenever you feel unmotivated or anytime during the day if you're having a rough time getting things done, and it can sincerely improve your productivity by hundreds of %. To do this properly, all you need to do is create something that will keep track of everything you've accomplished in the day or the week. Think of it as mini goals that you can celebrate once you achieve them. Maybe you want to reward yourself after waking up early or completing certain tasks throughout the day. There are tons of variations and ways that you can do this, and it's up to you on what kind of things will motivate you best. It could be clapping at yourself, smiling, saying to yourself that you're proud of your hard work. Nothing is too crazy when it comes to staying motivated. Just make sure that it's something that will make you feel proud of yourself after you've accomplished some of your mini goals. It can be a lot to take in, but it's important that if you want to improve your motivation and self-discipline, then these are the things that you need to know. But do not fear, for I have a solution. With this, you'll never have to worry about not getting things done ever again, because it will teach you exactly the blueprint that you need. So click the link in the description now to get started. My goal is to always provide you with the best actionable tips to create the life that you want and achieve the impossible one day at a time. Thanks for watching this video. If you found value in this video, hit the thumbs up and make sure to subscribe to the channel to not miss any of our uploads. If you have any suggestions for us for our next video, drop a comment below and we'll handpick a few topics. See you in the next video, and until then, stay safe.